Hi guys, and welcome back to Leslie Through the Looking Glass. For those of you that are new here, hi, hello, my name is Leslie. I'm so happy to have you. For returning viewers, as always, thank you so much for coming back to support my channel. I am here with another Mental Health Monday video. Again, not a ton of like updating on current stuff, I don't feel like. Let's see what we got though. Yeah, feeling okay. I went running yesterday. I had fallen off that bandwagon, and me and my husband were talking this weekend, and he mentioned how he really felt like that significantly improves my mental health and my ability to not focus so much on the negative. So, and he definitely is right, and I have said that from day one, and that is a big part of my identity. So I feel like it's a very grounding experience for me. So I did get out the door and do that yesterday. I'm actually hoping that maybe I'll sneak in a quick run this evening as well before dinner, and getting back on track with that. I've talked about the last few weeks how I wanted to get back on track. I haven't done it. So this week, I always try to set small attainable goals. It's something that me and my therapist have talked about. I do good with long-term goals, but I have to have little mini goals on the way. So I'm back to attempting to get in 4 runs this week. Short, like yesterday I just did right over 2 miles. I felt great though. It felt good to get out and get it done. So just a reminder to try to not push off the things that really do help you. And it's hard. All of us have lives. All of us are busy. We have different things. So it's really hard to find that balance, and I'm struggling with it. I'm struggling at knowing when to take that time and when I can kind of, I don't want to say push it off, because you should never push off your self-care, but make balance of life where I'm balancing and not extremes of any of it. So that was good, and that definitely kind of got my mind straight for the week. My husband helped me a ton last night getting stuff prepped and ready for the week so that I didn't have to do as much today. So we took a little miniature zoo adventure this morning, me and Amelia, and it was just really nice. Sometimes we get so caught up in obligations and doing stuff for, birthday parties and family parties and just stuff you have to get done around the house and chores and all of that, that it's hard sometimes to remember that we need to take some time and make the memories and do the fun things too. So we spent the morning at the zoo and the beach. By us, we have a really tiny local zoo, and it's really perfect for her age, to be quite honest. It's about an hour's worth of your time, and they have some, they have a little goat feeding, petting zoo feeding area, but they have big animals, and it's a lot of fun. And it is right across from Lake Michigan. So after we were done, they share a parking lot. So we drove closer to the beach and we walked down to the lake and put our feet in the water and built a sand castle. And, it was just one of those really refreshing things to not have to have a lot on my mind of lists of stuff I had to get done, because we had a really productive weekend getting everything done. So we just really got to enjoy it. And it honestly is just kind of what I needed today. So it was really nice. And we had a really busy weekend. We had, we went and did family stuff on Sunday morning. Can't get my days straight. And then Sunday afternoon had a birthday party. So that was a really busy day, but it was a fun day. I had a good time. And that kind of leads to the main thing I wanted to chat about in this video, is how hard it is for me to go with the flow. And I think it's an anxiety thing, because I don't feel like 10 years ago any of this would have affected me whatsoever. Granted, there are other factors at play, nap times and how well your kid does with a schedule, stuff like that. Not really, because Amelia does really well with her schedule. She is still a good napper, all of the things. So it's hard to stray from that routine and make exceptions, but I'm really working on that, because I also don't want a child that can't enjoy things without hitting her routine as well. I don't want that. So it's a hard balance for me. Um, and we decided on Sunday to try letting her skip her nap, and just going from our family stuff to the birthday party. And honestly, it went for the most part pretty well. We had a couple little minor meltdowns, but she recovered pretty quick, and went to bed a little bit earlier than normal. She slept late this morning. I had to wake her up, which is very unusual. But it was good. And then we got back a little bit late today, but enough to get her back to her nap, like within 15 minutes of her normal nap time. So hopefully we'll be back on track. But it was, it's interesting to be a mom and have to worry about that. And the anxiety that gives me is excessive. So on, just to give you an idea of how like I cannot just like roll with the punches. I need like that processing time. So if somebody tells me something, my immediate reaction is usually like negative or no, or like stressed out. And then like after 15-20 minutes, an hour, once I like in my head like troubleshoot what I'm worried about and figure it out and like come up with other scenarios and work with it, I usually get on board pretty quick. But that being said, that is the first thing. So on Saturday, my husband had asked me like, hey, do you mind going to my parents tomorrow? Like probably the last nice pool day for the summer, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, great, let's do it. And he's like, okay, good. And then, so that was Saturday. Sunday, yesterday rolls around and we're unpacking groceries in the morning and I take out birthday cards, and I had forgotten we had a birthday party that afternoon. And I immediately like panicked. I was like, oh my God, I have too much to get done. And I forgot about this, and like overload, Within 15-20 minutes, all was fine. And I was like calmed back down. But that is where I really struggle. And that's the one thing that I don't feel like, I've talked about it with my therapist, and she said, there's nothing wrong with needing time to process. But the best thing to do is try not to give a negative response, just to say like, oh, I need a few minutes, or let me think on that and get back to you, or whatever, like however you want to put it. And I really struggle with that. Because I panic so quick, my reaction is always bad. And over little silly things. One night my husband made a fire to make s'mores, and it was a night I had planned on giving Millie a bath, and it was close to bedtime, and I like panicked for a minute. Then we went outside and had s'mores, because you know what? That bath doesn't matter. That can be done the next day. But we got to make a really fun memory, and she was so excited for s'mores. But initially, like, I go to this zone of panic instantly over the silliest freaking things. So I hate that. So then let alone like the big things, but and I'm aware that I know that I do it, but yet somehow I still haven't figured out how to like speak first of give me a few minutes, or I need to process, or whatever. I instantly panic, and it's frustrating. And I'm sure it's so frustrating for my husband, because he has to deal with my negativity, and then he's like, well, now you're just doing this because you don't want to do this, but you have to. And like I said, usually I come around and I'm really content with whatever it is that we have to go do, or how the plans change or whatever. But it's that initial reaction is just so bad, and I have not been able to break it. Like I said, I'm a lot quicker. It used to be like full panic mode up until we were actually doing things, or like days in advance or whatever. So I'm able to like process through it a lot quicker. So I know I'm making progress, and that is a plus, but I still haven't figured out how to stop that initial negative reaction when I get to that place of panic. So let me know down below. Is that something that happens to you? Do you guys like panic if your routine, or like how you thought your day was going to go, gets disrupted? I'm sure it is pretty common with people with anxiety, I feel like, because facts and like routine and all of that are comfort and ways to deal with anxiety. So when it changes, takes it and tosses everything out the window. But let me know down below, do any of you struggle with this, and do you have any tips on how to like pause long enough to like explain yourself instead of being negative or nasty? Because I struggle in that area. And it's a lot easier said than done to just say, oh, I need a minute to process. Like, that's great. But in the heat of the moment, my brain doesn't go there. It goes to panic, and then it's negative. So let me know down below if anybody struggles with that, and if you have any tips on how you deal with that maybe would help me. And that's really mostly all I have today for Mental Health Monday, you guys. One side note that I'm really excited about, next week is actually the 1-year anniversary of when I posted my first YouTube video. I cannot believe it's been a year already. In some ways it feels like 5 years, and in other ways, like, I feel like I just started on this path. So the fact that I've been posting Mental Health Mondays, minus like 1 or 2 Mondays for the entire year, is so crazy to me. But I'm really excited that to hit that milestone. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for the video. I was thinking about doing some Q&A though, in case there was anybody who had any questions or any topics or any, and it could be mental health, Disney, mom, wife, any kind of questions or whatever that you guys might have fun learning more about me or my channel, or, anything like that. So if you have any of those, drop them in the comments below. If you're not already, please consider hitting subscribe and joining my family. I'm so close to 250 again. We hit it and we dropped, so I'm trying to fight my way back up. And otherwise, if you follow me on Instagram, I'll also be posting in the next couple days a comment box for questions as well, for people to give me questions or any ideas there. But yeah, I can't believe it's been a year. Mind-blowing. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you. Oh, that's right, I won't see you Saturday. My swap got changed. It was supposed to be posted originally last weekend, and then got pushed to this week, and then it got pushed to Thursday. So Thursday, I will have Schools Out for the Summer box swap for you guys. It is good. You'll have to stick with it. It's probably going to be my longest video to date because there was just no way to do it that much quicker. But I hope you guys have a great week. I'll see you Thursday instead of Saturday with my Disney content. And as always, I hope you guys have a great week. Bye!